Hi guys, it's Allie, and today I'm going to be doing the TMI Tag, the Booktube edition. I saw a bunch of other booktubers doing this. This is kind of an older tag, but nobody actually tagged me in it. I just thought it was fun, so let's just get right into it. Number 1 is which character has the best style. For me, I would have to say either Inej Goffer from the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo, or the character Nova from the Renegades series by Marissa Meyer. I guess I just love badass female characters who wear all black clothes with hoods and utility belts. Apparently, I just find that really cool because those were the immediate characters that came to mind for this one. Not so much in my own personal style, but in general. Number 2 is your book boyfriend slash girlfriend slash fictional crush. And for me, I had to think long and hard about this, but probably Jem Carstairs from the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. Number 3 is ever loved a character and then started hating them. For me, that would have to be Dumbledore from the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I know I'm not alone in this, but he's just a manipulative jerk, so sorry, Dumbledore. Number 4 is the biggest slash longest book on your shelf. On this bookshelf back behind me, the biggest book is going to be the Hamilton, The Revolution by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Jeremy McCarter. It's not like a book, but it is a book. It is bound with pages, so it is also large. Number 5 is the heaviest book on your shelf, and for me, this one doesn't actually come from the shelf back behind me. It comes from a smaller shelf over by my door, but it would be Pride and Prejudice, an annotated edition. It is edited by Patricia Meyer Spacks, written by Jane Austen, of course, and this is basically a huge edition of the original Pride and Prejudice, but in the margins there is a editor, Patricia, who goes through and gives you extensive knowledge of what Jane Austen intended things to be referencing to, if she alludes to in another work or a painting or something, or if she's talking about food that was commonly eaten during that time. So it really is just like a history buff's guide to Pride and Prejudice, which I love, so this is super heavy. Number 6 is, do you have any book posters in your room? The honest answer to this is no, I don't have any book posters. I only actually own one poster, and that is this one, which is my signed poster from when I met BTS in 2015. But other than that, I don't have any other posters in my room, bookish or otherwise, so sorry. I used to have a Twilight one though, but that was the movie, so it still doesn't count. Number 7 is, do you have any bookish themed jewelry? I do have this Time Turner necklace from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I don't actually wear it out that much, but I also have a Gryffindor necklace and a Gryffindor bracelet, I think. So all of my bookish jewelry is Harry Potter related. Number 8 is, what is your book OTP? I have a lot of these, but probably the strongest one right now is Kaz and Inej from the Six of Crows duology. Number 9 is, what is your favorite book series? Again, this kind of changes depending on the day, but for right now, it is the Strange the Dreamer, Muse of Nightmares duology by Laini Taylor. Number 10 is, what is your favorite book to movie soundtrack? For this one, I'm gonna have to go with any of the Hunger Games soundtracks from the movies, especially from the first one. I listened to that all the frickin' time. Number 11 is a book story you miss or wish would continue. For me, right now, that is going to have to be Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I need to know what happens in the rest of these characters' lives. Number 12 is your favorite standalone. For me, that is going to have to be Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. At the moment, it is probably my favorite non-series book. Number 13 is, since when do you read books? That's not how they wrote it, but that's how I read it. And the answer to that is since forever, I guess. I mean, I wasn't as avid a reader as a kid as my older brother was, but he would often read to me, so I still consider myself having read books since forever. Number 14 is, which Harry Potter house are you in? Like you probably guessed from the fact that I have a bunch of Gryffindor jewelry, I am a Gryffindor. Number 15 is a quality that you look for in a book. For me, that would have to be diversity and good character development. Number 16 is your favorite book quote. I have a lot of these, but for the sake of this video, I will go with one of my faves, which is from this book here, and that is, of course it is happening inside your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it is not real? I hate Dumbledore, but he's got some good quotes. Number 17 is favorite author. Can't choose. Have too many. Sorry. Number 18 is your favorite book cover. Like a lot of these questions, I have a lot, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with anything from the Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. What I love about these covers is that they look super cool on their own, but if you take off the dust jacket, they reveal even more writing and things scribbled on the sides and circled, and it really just fits the tone of the book in general and also just looks really cool in its own right. So this one. Number 19 is action or romance. Honestly, as long as it fits within the story, I like a healthy dose of both. Number 20 is where do you go when something sad happens in a book? And to be honest, when I read, I tend to read alone because I like to be able to react to things visually without having to worry about people thinking I'm weird. So I don't go anywhere when I'm sad. I stay exactly where I am because where I am is in isolation. Number 21 is how long does it take you to finish a book? To be honest, it really depends on the book, but from its smallest to its largest, anywhere from like 3 hours to a week. Number 22 is how long is your book mourning period? For me, it really depends on the book, but at its worst, I have had a book mourning period so long that it turned into a reading slump that lasted 2 months. Number 23 is your least favorite book. To be honest, I don't really own a lot of books that I disliked. Part of that is because I am pretty easy to please when it comes to books, and also because if I genuinely disliked a book, I probably knew that from the start and didn't buy it. But the one book that I do own that I have read and just genuinely didn't really enjoy that much is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Sorry. I loved the movie of this though. But maybe that's just because Dylan O'Brien's in it. Number 24 is turn on in a character. For me, that would have to be sensitivity or just in general caring about the other person. And number 25 is turn off in a character, and that would have to be any of those like bad boy characters that are really just jerks in disguise. Number 26 is the reason why I joined Booktube. And to be honest, I joined Booktube for a lot of different reasons. I wanted to make friends and develop a community here on YouTube just as a person talking about books, but I also, as a writer and as an online creative writing teacher, wanted to develop a platform for myself both in my writing and in my website, wordhamster.com. Number 27 is name a scary book. To be honest, I don't read a lot of outright horror or thriller novels, but I have read The Call by Peter O'Gillen, which is a pretty scary kind of edge of your seat type book. I listened to it via audiobook when I was driving to class when I was in college, and it still managed to spook me even as I was driving to English class. Number 28, last book that made you cry. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Number 29, last book that you gave 5 stars. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Number 30, any favorite book titles? Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Number 31, last book you read. Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. Number 32 is a book that you are currently reading. I haven't actually started this one yet, but it is open and accessible on my Kindle, and that is Alethea by Megan Tennant. Number 33 is what is the last book to movie adaptation that you watched? To be honest, I think the last one that I watched was To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which came out on Netflix, and it is based on the book by Jenny Han. Number 34 is any book character that you have always wanted to talk to. For me, that would be anybody from the Six of Crows duology. Number 35 is an author that you've always wanted to talk to, any and all. Number 36 is your favorite book snack. To be honest, I don't really eat while I'm reading, but I do drink an awful lot of coffee. Number 38 is a book world that you don't want to live in. For me, I feel like this is another pretty common answer, but The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Number 39 is the last time that you smelled a book. I don't smell books very often, but probably the last time I was in a Barnes & Noble, just because it's kind of a perfume there. Number 40 is any weird insults used in books, and I'm gonna have to go with anything written by William Shakespeare. Number 41 is your favorite romance book. For this one, I'm gonna have to go with Geekarella by Ashley Poston. It's very cute. Number 42 is do you write? Indeed I do. Number 43, favorite magical item? A wand, probably. Number 44, your Quidditch position. I used to always say seeker because it meant that I could just sit out most of the game and then just do short bursts of energy and potentially win the game for everybody, but my eyesight is too terrible for that, so maybe a chaser? If not that, then probably just the announcer. Number 45 is name a song that you connect to a book. I used to do this all the time in middle school and high school, but I haven't done it lately and I can't think of any off the top of my head, so sorry. Number 46, favorite book-related chat-up line. The only ones coming to mind are Slytherin related. Number 47, have you used it? No. No. Number 48 is favorite book fandom. I have two, and for two very different reasons. One would be the Six of Crows fandom, just because everybody is such trash together, and also for a more wholesome fandom experience, the Harry Potter fandom. Number 49 is how many books do you own? Just as many as I want, need, and can afford. And finally, number 50 is who do you tag? And I tag anybody who made a channel within this past year. We are closing in on the end of 2018, and Booktube has seen such a huge surge of creators, including myself. I started only in like July, so it would be really cool if we could kind of resurrect this this tag, and so I will leave specific creators linked in the description below of people who I tag, but just in general, anybody who wants to do this tag, especially if you are a new creator who was not around when this tag first was circulating, I tag you. Anyway, that is all for me today. If you liked this video, please do smash the like button, and if you like my content, do subscribe. I make videos every Friday, so ring the little bell to get notified every single time I post a video. Other than that, leave a comment, let's have a conversation. There were a lot of questions in this, so I'm sure you do not agree with me on every single one. I'd love to hear some of your answers, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but this tag is 50 questions long. Oh my gosh. I thought this was gonna be like quick. Yeah, I just want to do a quick, chill video today. 50 questions.